In today's video, I decided to put Kobe Bryant in the modern NBA on the Los Angeles Lakers. And that means he's going to be playing alongside Luka Doncic and LeBron James. And as you guys can see, this is prime Kobe Bryant. He's at a 99 overall, only 24 years old. I did move his position over to small forward. That means we're going to have a starting lineup of Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Jackson Hayes. I'll probably be upgrading our center position before we start simulating, which means we're probably going to be trading away Jackson Hayes, but this is what our rotation is looking like as of right now. Kobe Bryant at that small forward position is going to be insane. I am going to be starting this video from the start of the 2024-25 season, which means we can still pull off some trades to upgrade our center position. I'm going to look around the league and see what new big man we can bring on our team, and I'll show you guys what that trade's looking like once it's ready. Also, please make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video and subscribe if you're new for more NBA 2K rebuilds. And now for the first trade for the big man we're going to be targeting is Miles Turner from the Indiana Pacers. He's a really good defender, he can space the floor, and I think if we have ourselves a floor spacing big man, that'll give a lot of opportunities for Kobe, Luka, and LeBron. Since all three of these players are dominant offensive players, having a floor spacer will give them a little bit more room to do their thing. So let's try pulling this trade off here with the Indiana Pacers, where we send them Rui Hachimura. Let's see what the Pacers say. They do give us a counter offer. They want Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton for TJ McConnell. I kind of want to keep Dorian Finney-Smith, but honestly, I'm fine with this trade. So let's go ahead and pull this trade off. We also get ourselves a backup point guard and TJ McConnell. He's an amazing playmaker, can score for us, and just like that, we got ourselves a new big man. And now this is what our rotation will be looking like as of right now. Our starting lineup is going to be Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Miles Turner. And then off the bench, we're going to have Jared Vanderbilt, TJ McConnell, Jackson Hayes, and Dalton Connect. In my opinion, we're a championship team. I'm so excited to see how things play out. Having prime Kobe Bryant paired up with LeBron and Luka Doncic is insane. Let's see how game number 1 goes against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it's a win for us. We end up winning by 11 points, and prime Kobe Bryant in his Lakers debut for this video drops 37 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. LeBron James had 33, Luka Doncic kind of struggled offensively, but he still had a double-double. Miles Turner had 16 points. I'm excited to see how things play out. I will be simulating until the end of the season, but if there's trades to be made, of course, I'll be stopping at the trade deadline to show y'all. So I'm stopped here at the trade deadline, and we're going to be trading away Miles Turner. He's not really shooting the ball all that well, and the only reason we brought him on our team was because of his floor spacing abilities, and he's not doing that the way he should be. So we're going to be moving on from him. We're targeting Isaiah Hartenstein from the OKC Thunder, who's an amazing rebounder, good defender, and he's a really good playmaker for a big man. So we're going to try targeting Hartenstein from the OKC Thunder, where we send them Miles Turner and Gabe Vincent. Let's see what they say for this trade, and they decline, but they give us a counter offer. They want Cam Reddish and Maxi Kleber for Isaiah Joe, and I'm totally fine with this because in return we get ourselves another amazing 3-point shooter in Isaiah Joe. So we're going to go ahead, pull this trade off, and just like that, we acquired ourselves a new big man, Isaiah Hartenstein. And we're also going to be trading away Austin Reeves, and the Houston Rockets are down to send us Amin Thompson and Steven Adams for Austin Reeves and Jared Vanderbilt. Definitely, we're not going to be passing up on this. Amin Thompson is the up-and-coming star. He's been having an amazing season. He's a really good defender as well. The reason we're trading away Austin Reeves is he's not a good defender, and at the moment we're an average defensive team, and Luka Doncic is not a good defender either, so we need a good defensive guard in our backcourt, and Amin Thompson will be that perfect shooting guard for our team. Obviously, he cannot space the floor, but he's still a really good defender, so we're going to try acquiring him and see how things play out. Sadly, we also have to give up Jared Vanderbilt. He's been an amazing defender for our team, but that's alright because we get ourselves Amin Thompson, an up-and-coming star. Now what we need on our team is a backup power forward. Since we don't have one anymore, I'm going to look around the league and see who we could bring as our backup power forward. We're going to be pulling off this last trade for the season where we send the New Orleans Pelicans Alex Len, Steven Adams, and a first round pick that I acquired for trading away Dylan Jones for Jeremiah Robinson Earl and Kelly Olynyk from the Pelicans. Just like that, we got ourselves possibly a backup center and a backup power forward. I'll show you guys what our new rotation is going to be looking like here in a second. And now this is what our rotation will be like for the second half of the season. In our starting lineup, we have Luka Doncic, Amin Thompson, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Isaiah Hartenstein. And off the bench, we're going to have TJ McConnell, Kelly Olynyk, Dalton Connect, and Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Excited to see how things go. In my opinion, we're a championship team, but we'll see what happens here in the playoffs. We're one player short from having a full rotation, which means we have to sign one more player that's a free agent, and Bojan Bogdanovic is a free agent. So that means I'm going to go ahead, give him a 1-year contract, or we could give him a 2-year contract and trade him this offseason for picks. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And he accepts. We have him for the next 2 years, and we'll trade him this offseason for possibly a first-round pick. At the end of season number 1, Luka Doncic wins MVP, averaging 26 points per game, 9 rebounds, 9.5 assists, as well as 1.5 steal and half a block per game, shooting 50, 40, and basically 80%. So yet an amazing season for our team, winning his first MVP. Amazing to see. Rookie of the Year goes to Alexander Sarr with the Wizards. Anthony Simons wins 6th player. Defensive player goes to Wemby. Amin Thompson wins most improved player. Let's go. He was averaging 13 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 block, 1.5 steal on good efficiency from the field. Amazing season from him as well. I wasn't expecting him to be winning most improved, but he did, which is really good for us. Curry wins clutch player. JJ Redick wins coach of the year. As you guys can see in the bottom left corner, we won 67 games, losing only 15. Luka is on all NBA first team, and we do get Kobe Bryant on all NBA second team. Let's go. I'll show you guys his stats here in a second. We don't get LeBron James, but that is all right. And we don't get anyone on all defensive team, and no Dalton Connect. And of course, we were the number 1 seed with winning 67 games and losing only 15. Before we get into the playoffs, let me show you guys our player stats for the regular season. So our leading scorer was Kobe Bryant, averaging basically 30 points per game, 29 points per game to be exact, 6 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. I'm surprised he didn't make it on all defensive team because his defense was amazing. 2 steals, 1 block, shooting 50, 40, 80, and he took a lot of 3-pointers, so shooting 40% from the 3-point line is impressive. He made 222 3-pointers. Right behind him was Luka Doncic, nearly averaging a 26-point triple-double. Then we have LeBron James, a 21 points per game, 6 boards, 8 assists, 13 from Thompson, 10 from Isaiah Joe. He didn't play for our team since we traded for him. 9 from Kelly Olynyk. He was amazing for us off the bench in the limited minutes that he was playing. 7.5 from Hart, 7 from TJ McConnell, 6 from Bojan Bogdanovic. Again, this player was amazing for us. Bogdanovic played absolutely amazing in only 15 minutes per game. And now in round number 1, we're going to be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm going to fix up our player minutes, and then hopefully we can defeat this team. I fixed up our player minutes, and now we're going to be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, who have Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Gigi Jackson, Jaren Jackson Jr., who's up to 92 overall, Brendan Clark, Zach Edey, Santi Aldama, Scottie Pippen, and Jalen Wells, as well as Luke Kennard. This team is stacked. I'm surprised that they were the play-in team. Let's see how things go here in round number 1. Game 1 is a win for us. LeBron had a 37-point triple-double, 29 from Kobe, 23-point triple-double from Luka. So we had 2 triple-doubles in our starting lineup, which is pretty impressive. Game number 2 is also a win for us. LeBron with 30, Kobe with a 22-point triple-double, 18 from Luka, 14 from Hart, who's been playing amazing so far. Game number 3 is also a win, and we end up sweeping the Memphis Grizzlies. Kelly Olynyk in Game 4 had 29 points. He's been playing absolutely amazing in the playoffs so far. 23 from Luka, 23 from LeBron, and 22 from Kobe Bryant. And just like that, we're in round number 2, where we're going to be taking on the Sacramento Kings. They ended up acquiring Paul George somehow. It looks like they may have traded Zach LaVine for Paul George. They have Malik Monk, George, DeRozan, Murray, Sabonis, and off the bench they have Jonas Valanciunas, Keon, Jake LaRavia, and Markelle Fultz. I think we should be able to beat this team pretty easily. They were the number 5 seed. Let's see how things go. Game number 1 is a loss for us. So they ended up beating us by 6 points. I mean, this team doesn't really have much defense, but they are still a good offensive team, no doubt. Game number 2 is also a loss for us. What is going on here? So DeRozan had 30 points. I'm coming up with a defensive coach game plan. I'm not sure how we fell down 2-0 against the Sacramento Kings, who have absolutely zero defense in their starting lineup. So I came up with a defensive coach game plan. I'm not sure how this team is pushing us this far, but Malik Monk is averaging 23 points per game. Paul George is averaging 21, and DeRozan is also averaging 21 points per game. I'm not sure how that's the case, but it is. And Sabonis is averaging 16, 10 from Keegan Murray. Jonas is averaging 12. So this team has a lot of offensive firepower. Hopefully we can tie up this series and end up winning. So we lost both games at home, and now the next 2 games, the Sacramento Kings will have home court advantage. Let's see how things go. Hopefully we can go out there and get this win. So far we do have the lead, and we end up winning this game by 36 points. Kobe had 34, 32 from LeBron James. He's almost averaging 30 points per game in the playoffs at 40 years old. That is insane. Amazing playoff run so far. Luka 22, 9, and 14. Isaiah Hartenstein 13. Kelly Olynyk 11. Kelly Olynyk has been playing really good so far in the playoffs, as you guys can see. He's shooting 58, 52, 66. He's playing good so far. Hopefully he can continue, and hopefully we can tie up the series here in this game. So far we do have the lead, but they are pushing back. We're up by 11, and we end up winning by 8 points. LeBron had 30 points in that game, 25 from Kobe, 16 and 10 from Luka Doncic. He didn't shoot the ball all that much, but he still had a double-double. Kelly Olynyk, let's go, 14 points, 5 of 5 from the field. Isaiah Hartenstein with a double-double. Let's see how our defense was. So our defense was good on Paul George and Sabonis. Hopefully we can keep that up for the next 2 games. Let's see, hopefully we win this game here and go up 3-2, and we do have the lead, but it's a close game. We're up by 2, 4 minutes remaining, and we end up winning by 4 points. They almost came back there in the 4th quarter, but luckily we got that win. Kobe had 42, 25 from LeBron, 22 from Luka, 14 from Amen Thompson, as well as 2 steals and 1 block. And our defense was good on Malik Monk. And that's about it. So this team is honestly really good offensively. Let's see if we can go out there and win in game 6, which we do. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. And our defense was amazing, holding the Kings to 94 points. Luka had a 34-point double-double, 27 from LeBron, a 25-point triple-double from Kobe Bryant. That is what I'm talking about. Amen Thompson's kind of struggling, but his playmaking and defense is amazing. Just like that, we're in the conference finals taking on Luka Doncic's old team and the Dallas Mavericks. So Anthony Davis is out for revenge and Luka Doncic is also out for revenge. This is what the Mavericks team is looking like. They have Kyrie, Max Christie, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, PJ, Najee, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Dwight Powell. Let's see what happens. This is probably going to be our toughest challenge yet, most definitely. Let's see what happens. Game number 1 is a loss for us. Kobe had 31, but we still ended up falling short because AD is out for blood, out for revenge with 41 points. That's insane. Game number 2 is a win for us though. Let's go. Kobe with 37, Luka with 36 and 17, LeBron with 24 and 11. AD had 21, but luckily we got that win. Game 3 is a loss for us. Kyrie with 47 points. And this is where I'm going to be coming up with a defensive coach game plan, and then hopefully we can tie up the series. I came up with a defensive coach game plan. Let's see if we can tie up the series here in game number 4. The Mavericks do have home court advantage in this game, and so far we do have the lead, but they take it right back and they're up by 2 with 2 minutes remaining, and we end up winning the game by 2 points. We scored 140 points, but we also gave up 138. So clearly our defense isn't the best at this moment. Kobe had 43 points, 42 from Luka Doncic, 21 and 15 from LeBron, 15 from Amen Thompson, 10 from Kelly Olynyk. And Kyrie Irving is a problem. He's averaging 32 points per game without Luka Doncic, and he had 50 in this game. Klay Thompson is also playing really good, to be honest. He's shooting 48% from the 3-point line. Hopefully we can win in game 5 and go up 3-2. And that's exactly what we do. Luka Doncic with 48 points, Kobe with 21, LeBron with 17, and Thompson with 12. 11 and 11 from Hart and Bogdanovic. How was our defense in this game? It was good, but not the best. Once again, we gave up 123 points. Hopefully we can win here in game number 6, and it's going to a game 7, of course. This would be an insane series in real life, especially after the Anthony Davis and the Luka Doncic trade. Kobe is playing absolutely amazing. Hopefully he can continue doing so in game number 7. Game number 7, hopefully we can go out there and get this win. We do have home court advantage, which is a really good sign, so hopefully we can win this game and advance to the finals, and so far we have the lead by quite a bit. It looks like we are going to be winning in game 7 by nearly 20 points. Luka had 38 and 10. Kobe had 23, 7, 6, as well as 3 steals. Kelly Olynyk, amazing backup center with 22 points. LeBron 14. And how was our defense? Our defense was good on Kyrie Irving, definitely. We held him to 13 points in that game. And now, Luka Doncic wins Western Conference Finals MVP, Jaylen Brown winning Eastern Conference Finals MVP, which means we're taking on the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. And did I just read that right? I think I literally seen that Jaylen Brown was shooting like 30% from the free throw line, or was that his 3-point shot? I'm not sure. But yeah, we're taking on the Boston Celtics. This is going to be a hard series, hard NBA Finals for sure. Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, Jrue Holiday, Horford, Luke, and Charles Bassey. I think we can beat this team, but let's see what happens here in the NBA Finals. Game number 1 is a win for us. LeBron with 37, 31, and 12 from Kobe Bryant, 20 from Thompson, 18 and 16 from Luka Doncic. Let's go. Game number 2 is also a win for us. Luka with 33 and 12, Kobe with 22, Thompson with 16, Hartenstein with a double-double, and LeBron with a triple-double. That's what I'm talking about. Game number 3 puts us up 3-0. Just like that, we're on the way to winning a championship. Luka Doncic had a 42-point triple-double. Prime Kobe with 27 points. LeBron James with 23 and 17. Bogdanovic with 11. And are we going to be sweeping the defending NBA champions? Let's see. And that's exactly what we're doing. Just like that, the LA Lakers are 2025 NBA champions with Luka Doncic winning Finals MVP. Let me show you guys our player stats for the playoffs before we try going for a back-to-back championship. So here is the playoff stats. The leading scorer for our team was Kobe Bryant, prime Kobe Bryant to be exact, averaging 28.5 points per game, shooting nearly 50, 40, 85. Amazing series from him, as well as 2.5 steals, almost 1 block per game. 27 points per game from Luka Doncic, 7.5 rebounds, 11 assists on amazing efficiency, shooting 50, 40, 76. And then LeBron James at age 40 years old, 25.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. And he shot basically 60% from the field and 52% from the 3-point line. That's what I'm talking about. 11.5 from Thompson, 10.5 from Kelly Olynyk. The NBA Finals stats, Kobe Bryant was the leading scorer in the NBA Finals throughout the 4 games, 28 points per game, 27 a game from Luka, 25 a game from LeBron, 15 from Thompson, 10 from Kelly Olynyk. LeBron James is trying to retire this offseason. I already knew he was going to try to do that, but we are going to overturn his retirement. That way we can try going for another championship with him one more season. I'm going to overturn a few more of these retirements, and then I'll see you guys either at the NBA draft or at free agency. So I'm stopped here in the off season, and I'm going to be pulling off a trade to upgrade our backup point guard position. TJ McConnell's 33 years old and he's going to be regressing this off season. So we're going to be trading him away to the Milwaukee Bucks for Donte DiVincenzo. We can also get ourselves Jrue Holiday, but the only reason I'm not pulling off this trade is, first of all, his contract is pretty big, $32 million a year. And on top of that, Jrue Holiday in 2K25 regresses really fast. This offseason, he'll probably be a 80 overall player. And then the next season, he won't even be a playable player because of how low his overall is going to go. So what we're going to do is trade away for Donte DiVincenzo from the Milwaukee Bucks, where we send them TJ McConnell, and just like that, they accept. Now we got ourselves a new backup point guard. And I'm also going to be pulling off this trade here with the Chicago Bulls, where we get ourselves Jalen Smith. He's a big man that can space the floor, good rebounder, good offensive player, and a decent defender. And we send them Isaiah Joe, who we haven't really played much anyways, so we don't really need his services on our team. But the Chicago Bulls could most definitely use him. So let's go ahead and pull off this trade, and just like that, we got ourselves a backup center. The reason I wanted a new backup center that can space the floor is Kelly Olynyk may be regressing this offseason. He's 34 years old, so that's the main reason we got Jalen Smith. And now this is the moment we've all been waiting for, team player option. We're going to see if LeBron James decides to accept his player option or decline, and he declines his player option, which is kind of a surprise. That means he's going to be a free agent. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Of course, we're going to pick up the team option on Amen Thompson. I think we should have bird rights on LeBron James, which means we should be able to bring him back, and yes, we do. But the thing is, hopefully he accepts our trade offer, and I'm pretty sure he will because no one else is really offering him much money. The most money he's being offered is 1 year, $13 million, which is pretty insane. So it looks like LeBron James is the only player we need to bring back in free agency. We also have enough money for Chris Boucher, but that'll probably be gone once we sign LeBron. So let's go ahead and first off sign LeBron James. We also need Jeremiah Robinson Earl, but we're not going to get him because we didn't play him in our rotation anyways. But let's go ahead and give LeBron James a 1-year contract, $48 million, which he accepts. And just like that, we're going to be bringing back LeBron James for one more season. We also have enough money for Royce O'Neal. He's an amazing defender, good three-point shooter, so we're going to go ahead and sign him on our team to be our brand new backup power forward. We'll go ahead and give him a 2-year minimum contract, which I think he will accept. And he does. We got him for fairly cheap. He's a good player, good three-point shooter, and an amazing defender. And now we'll see what we're going to be doing next. So now we're going to be trading Bojan Bogdanovic for a first-round pick. As I said last season, we were signing him to a 2-year contract. That way we could flip him this offseason for a first-round pick. The Charlotte Hornets are down to send us a 2027 unprotected first-round pick for Bojan Bogdanovic. Let's go. And I think that may be it for this offseason. So I'll be seeing you guys at the start of the second season. Here we are at the start of this season with our 9-man rotation. Our starting lineup is going to include Luka Doncic, Amen Thompson, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Isaiah Hartenstein, and then off the bench we're going to have Dalton Knecht, Jalen Smith, Royce O'Neal, and Dante DiVincenzo. As you guys can see, LeBron James is down to a 93-94 overall. He's regressing, and this is going to be his last season with the Lakers before he decides to retire. As you guys can just read right there, it says he's going to be retiring at the end of this season. So we have one more season with Luka Doncic, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James to hopefully go out there and win ourselves another championship. Let's see how game number 1 goes against the Spurs, and it's a win. We end up beating them by more than 30 points. We beat them by 33 points. Luka Doncic had 41, 7, 10, as well as 4 steals. LeBron with a double-double. Kobe Bryant had 26 points. Dante DiVincenzo with 11. Our team played absolutely amazing. I'm excited to see how this season goes. Now I'm going to be simulating until the end of this season, but of course if there's trades to be made, I'll stop at the trade deadline to show y'all. At the end of this season, Luka Doncic wins a back-to-back MVP, averaging 25.5 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 9.5 assists, almost 2 steals, half a block, shooting 50, 40, 70. Amazing season from him once again. Rookie of the Year goes to Cooper Flagg with the Houston Rockets. Tyler Hero, 6th Player of the Year. For some reason, they have him coming off the bench, which is pretty insane. Because per 36 minutes, he would almost be averaging 30 points per game. Wemby wins Defensive Player back-to-back. Rob Dillingham, Most Improved. Kate Cunningham wins Clutch Player. Coach of the Year goes to our coach, JJ Redick. And we also win Executive of the Year, as you guys can see, winning 62 games. Of course, the MVP makes it on All NBA First Team, and we also get Prime Kobe Bryant on All NBA Second Team once again. I'm surprised he's not on All NBA First Team, or he hasn't won an MVP. He has been our leading scorer. That's it for All NBA selections, and we don't get anyone. Okay, we get Amen Thompson on All Defensive Second Team, which is nice to see, but no Kobe on All Defensive Team. That's also surprising. He's been an amazing defender for our team. I'll show you guys the stats here in a second. Round 1, we're going to be taking on Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Before we get into the playoffs, let me show you guys our player stats for the regular season. So as I said, Kobe Bryant has been our leading scorer. He almost averaged 30 points per game, just like the previous season, but he's not on All NBA First Team, or he hasn't won an MVP, but that's fine because our boy Luka Doncic won both. Kobe Bryant was absolutely amazing, averaging 29 points per game, 6 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 2 steals, and half a block. So yeah, his defense was really amazing. Not as good as the previous season block-wise, but it was still really good. So I could have seen him on All Defensive Team, but he wasn't there. He was shooting 50, 45, and 85, which is pretty impressive. Luka Doncic, I showed you guys his stats, 19 points per game from LeBron. The first season of his career where he's averaging less than 20 points per game. At age 41, averaging 19.5 is still insane, especially on this amazing efficiency. Amen Thompson, 12.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 5 assists, 9 from iHeart, 9 from Dalton Knecht, 7 from Jalen Smith, 6 and 5.5, 5. Now I'm going to fix up our player minutes and then hopefully we can defeat the Denver Nuggets. Alright, I fixed up our player minutes. Now let's see how we do. The Denver Nuggets did acquire Chris Paul, who is 40 years old, so I'm not really scared of him much. He's only shooting 37% from the field. But the rest of this team is pretty good, and their bench is basically the same except they added Cody Martin. Let's see how things go here. Game number 1 is a win for us. Kobe with 36, 12, and 4. Game number 2 is also a win for us. 3 is a win for us, and we do not sweep them. But can we, gentlemen, sweep them? Yes, we can. Kobe Bryant puts up 43, 4, and 10 in game number 5. Luka Doncic had 32, 6, and 13. And now we're going to be taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie, they got Tim Hardaway Jr. back. Najee Marshall, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively, the second, Daniel Gafford, Max Christie, PJ. So this is a pretty good team. They're not a bad team at all. But I think we should be able to beat them. But let's see what happens here. Game number 1 is a win for us. Kobe drops 31 points, 30 from Doncic, 19 from Thompson. LeBron is also playing good. He's averaging a double-double. Kobe's almost averaging 30 a night. Game 2 is a loss for us. Kyrie had 24. Tim Hardaway Jr. somehow is balling out in the playoffs, shooting 48% from the three-point line. Game number 3 is also a loss for us. This is surprising. So Tim Hardaway Jr. is helping out this team a lot. 15 points, 16 points per game. I'm going to come up with a defensive coach game plan, and then we'll see if we can end up defeating the Mavericks. Alright, so I came up with a defensive coach game plan. Let's see if that's going to help us out here. Game number 4, we do end up winning and tying up the series. Let's go. We held them to 93 points, so clearly our defensive game plan worked. Luka had a 32-point triple-double, 24-point double-double from LeBron, 23 from Bryant, 22 and 10 from Thompson. Game number 5 is a loss for us. God damn it. We end up losing by 1 point. Luka had 33, 7, and 13, but we still ended up falling short. AD had 33 points, Kyrie with 31. Yeah, I'm not sure how this team is pushing us this far. So AD and Kyrie are basically the only offensive threats, and Klay Thompson's averaging 1 point per game. That's awful. I honestly have no clue how this team is pushing us this far. Maybe it's the defense. I'm pretty sure it's the defense. Alright, I came up with a better defensive coach game plan in my opinion. We put Kobe Bryant on Kyrie Irving instead of Amen Thompson, and Amen Thompson will be guarding Tim Hardaway Jr. since he's our 3rd leading scorer. I also adjusted our player shot tendencies a bit. I hired Amen Thompson's shot tendency, I hired LeBron James' shot tendency, and Isaiah Hartenstein's. So let's see if that's going to help us get a win here in game number 6. The Mavericks do have home court advantage for this game, but so far we do have the lead, and it looks like we are going to end up winning by 35 points. Luka Doncic had 29, 28 from Kobe, 16 and 10 from LeBron, 16 from Smith, 14 from Connect, 12 from Hartenstein, 10 from Royce O'Neal. Let's see how our defense was, and it was amazing on Kyrie Irving. We held him to 4 of 10 shooting, so Kobe Bryant's defense was amazing on Kyrie, better than Amen Thompson's was. Anthony Davis only scored 14 in that game, Thompson had 18. And now it's time for the first game 7 of this playoff run. Let's see how things go. Hopefully we can go out there and get this win. We do have home court advantage. If we win, we advance to the conference finals. So let's see what happens. And so far we do have the lead by quite a bit, but hopefully we can keep it. And we do. We end up winning by 10 points. They almost came back there in the second half, but we ended up winning this game. Luka had 32, 7, and 7. Kobe Bryant with 29 and 10. Nearly had a triple-double, as well as 3 steals. How was the defense on Kyrie? It was good. He made him turn over the ball 4 times, which is a good thing. AD had 29, but we still ended up winning. LeBron struggled offensively, but his defense was amazing with 5 steals. And now we're in the conference finals, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, who have Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Jalen, JJJ, Zach Edey, Gigi Jackson, Scotty, Taylor Hendricks, and Brandon Clark, as well as Karis LeVert. This is a pretty stacked team. They were the 6th seed, but all of their players are 80 overall or higher, so this won't be an easy playoff series in my opinion, but let's see how it goes. Game number 1 is a win for us. LeBron drops 25, 24 from Luka, and 21 from Kobe. Game number 2 is also a win for us, and we win game 3 and we sweep the Memphis Grizzlies. Luka had 25, 10, and 14 in the game 4, as well as 4 steals and 2 blocks. Luka was doing it all. Prime Kobe had 23 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block on amazing efficiency. And just like that, we're back in the NBA Finals. Luka Doncic wins Western Conference Finals MVP, Cade Cunningham Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and we're going to be taking on the Detroit Pistons, who have Cade, Marcus Smart, Azar Thompson, Draymond Green, and Jalen Duren. So this team has 2 previous Defensive Player of the Years in Defensive Player of the Year players in their starting lineup. They have Marcus Smart, who's won DPOY, and Draymond Green, who's also won Defensive Player of the Year in the past. Their bench is looking holy. This team is stacked. They have Miles Turner coming off their bench. They have Jaden Ivey, Marcus Sasser, Ron Holland. This team has a solid 9-man rotation. I'm not sure how they ended up with Miles Turner, but they did somehow. It looks like they acquired him from the OKC Thunder. Hopefully we're able to beat this team. This team is a really good defensive team, that's for sure. And that's how they got to the NBA Finals in my opinion, their defense. Let's see what happens here. Game number 1 is a win for our team. Kobe Bryant drops 37, 7, and 7, as well as 4 steals and 1 block. LeBron had 37 and 10. Luka had 27, 8, 8, and 2 steals. Hopefully we can continue this type of basketball. Game number 2 is also a win for us. There we go. Kobe drops 41 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals. Luka Doncic nearly having a triple-double with 23 points. LeBron James also had 23, 14 from Connect, and 12 from Thompson. Game number 3 is also a win, which puts us up 3-0. And Kobe Bryant's the leading scorer for the 3rd time in the NBA Finals, almost having a triple-double, 24, 9, 9, 4 steals and 3 blocks. Amazing defense. He had 7 stocks, 4 steals and 3 blocks. Luka double-double, LeBron double-double. And are we going to be sweeping the Detroit Pistons? We're not sweeping them, so we do end up losing in game 4. Cade Cunningham drops 38 points, Luka 28, Kobe 28, but we fell short. Gentlemen sweep, yes it is, and just like that, your LA Lakers are back-to-back NBA champions. Luka Doncic wins Finals MVP. Let's see who averaged the most amount of points. So it was Luka Doncic with basically 30 points per game. Let me show you guys the player stats for this playoff run that we just had. Here is the playoff stats for our team. 28 per game from Luka, 28 from Kobe, 21 from LeBron, 15.5 from Thompson, 9 from Isaiah Hartenstein, 9 from Jalen Smith, 8 from Dalton Connect. The NBA final stats is looking like this. So Luka Doncic averaged 30 points, 8 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 1.5 steal, half a block on amazing efficiency. Then we had prime Kobe Bryant averaging 29 points per game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, over 3 steals to be exact, and 1 block. In my opinion, Kobe definitely could have won Finals MVP, but it's alright. Luka was obviously amazing as well. Kobe shot 45% from the field and 38% from the 3-point line on 7 attempts. And a 41-year-old LeBron James was averaging 25 points per game in the NBA Finals. That is insane. Amazing playoff run from LeBron James for his last season. He's going to be retiring after this playoff. Well, he's going to be retiring now. 25 points per game, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, over a steal, and 1.5 block per game on amazing efficiency. 15 points per game, 9.5 boards, 4 assists from Thompson. Our whole team was absolutely amazing, and that's the only reason we ended up winning this championship. We won a back-to-back championship, to be exact. Last season we won a championship and we did it once again. That's going to be it for this video. I know it was a pretty short video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. We were able to win prime Kobe Bryant, 2 championships with Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and the Los Angeles Lakers. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new for more NBA 2K rebuilds. 91% of you guys are not subscribed, so please make sure to hit that subscribe button and comment down below what video you guys would like to see next. Until next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.